On our first day in South Africa, we start our journey to Kruger Park. Little did we know that nothing would go to plan.
We're having a bit of difficulty getting the car that we booked.
There's a lot of police everywhere. Oh my goodness, there were people lying on the road with their hands tied up by zip ties. Welcome back to our channel and to a brand new series. In the next couple of videos, we are exploring South Africa and visiting family in Zambia. Today is the start of our long journey to Johannesburg, South Africa. Early morning, we headed to Amsterdam Airport. Before our flight, we shopped for some gifts for family and relaxed in this cozy space with the book.
Hi, welcome on board. You know your seat number?
Yes. You're looking forward to the trip?
Yeah, I think it will be a good one.
Almost time for departure. We've loaded the last 2 cases and we'll be on our way to Johannesburg. And flight time today 10 hours and 55 minutes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are in Johannesburg, South Africa. We had a long but good flight from Amsterdam last night, and we've spent one night here at this airport hotel.
Yeah, so the plan for today is to head to Kruger Park. It's quite a long drive from here, from Johannesburg. But before we start that journey, we need to rent our car, get some supplies for you.
Yes, I still need to pick up some supplies for an activity that we're going to be doing in Kruger Park, but more about that in our upcoming vlog.
And we also need to get some supplies for the barbecue for tonight.
So a lot to do, let's go.
You ready for the road trip?
Yes, already. It doesn't feel like we're in South Africa yet because we've only seen the inside of this hotel, but our journey is about to start right here. Short drive to pick up our car.
Unfortunately, we're having a bit of difficulty getting the car that we booked. So we booked an SUV, but they only have a Toyota Corolla available for some reason. And we do need the SUV for Kruger, so we're waiting to see if they can get an SUV out of maintenance, and probably we'll get one of those cars.
Anna, I don't think we'll be able to get your supplies today.
Can't go without.
Yeah, so it's 11:30 at the moment, and we're still waiting for our car. If they take it longer than expected. But we might still get an SUV. That's at least what the guy says. Fingers crossed. It might be a recently maintained car, or it might be a car that needs maintenance. I don't know. But we'll find out soon.
We finally got our car 2 hours later.
We don't have time anymore to pick up the supplies that we needed for the activity in Kruger Park. So we're heading straight to Kruger Park, which is about a 5-hour drive from here, and hopefully we'll get there before sunset.
So I'm not sure what's going on. There's a lot of traffic and everyone's going in all different directions at the moment.
And there's a lot of police everywhere.
This is quite funny. Everyone's gone off-road.
Wow, what is happening?
Look at that, all these trucks. And it looks like some people are going in the opposite direction on this highway. So one of the highways is closed and we're just kind of sharing a highway, a single highway at the moment. Some people are going in the middle of the lanes.
It's chaos.
It's really chaos.
Oh my gosh, are there people lying on the road?
Are there people? Where do you see that?
God, there are people lying
Oh
on the
my
road.
god.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, there were people lying on the road with their hands tied up by zip ties. Super scary.
Yeah, it looked like some stolen cars and people were tied up. It was definitely unexpected.
We're going to make a quick stop for some food at Petroport Alzu Petrol Station, and there's supposed to be an incredible view from there. Wow, do you think it's real?
No, I don't think so. It's so big.
I know it's here.
Can you imagine this is a fuel station?
So bizarre. Wow. There's rhinos, some kind of antelope, ostriches, and buffalo. haven't seen beef in years. It's like a donut, deep fried, and then soaked in sugar syrup, and they're called koekzesters. Really yummy. We're on the road. After a successful shop for food, we got back on the road. So Google Maps says that we're going to arrive at 6 p.m. on the dot at our campsite, and the campsite closes at 6 p.m. They close the gates and no one is allowed to enter after that. So we have no room for any obstacles along the way.
Let's see. I mean, anything can happen.
Almost like we're back in Sri Lanka with all the palm trees around us. There's a lot of trucks on the road. Yeah, so the driver's going a little bit slow. We have to catch up 10 minutes. It's gonna be tight. Well, let me tell you a little story.
Your story has to wait on though because we need to overtake soon. And I know your adrenaline level is going to increase.
Oh my goodness. Stressful. If I was wearing one of those smartwatches, you would just see my heart rate skyrocket. Okay, maybe it's more of a statement than a story. When I was 5 years old, I used to live in South Africa all the way until I was 9. And on weekends or like school holidays, we would make a lot of trips and also often go to Kruger Park. So it feels really good to be back here. I have a lot of good memories here. And many of those memories are in nature parks like in Kruger National Park. So I'm really excited to be back.
Take the next left onto R570.
It looks like we're going to make it. So relieved. Whew. The sun is just about to set.
We're just 3 minutes to 6.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. You turn twice, don't forget
Left,
twice.
left.
Left,
And-
left. You won't.
And the
be
gate
lost.
there is still open? Because it's now 6.
It that way, for one. It will be open for you.
Alright, thank you. So you're ready to enter Kruger?
Oops, wrong one. Yeah, so relieved that we made it. But we're not quite there yet. We still need to turn left and then left to get to this camp. Good morning. We are still a little bit tired, as you can see from my eyes, but last night we got in when it was very dark, so we didn't have a chance to show you around, so let's do that now. Follow me. This is our beautiful rondavel where we slept last night. It's a little hut with a beautifully thatched roof. There are 3 beds because that's all that was available at the time that we booked. There's a gigantic closet, thrice my size, which could come in very handy when you're staying here for longer periods of time. There are these beautiful big windows on each side of the rondavel, which are slightly curved to go with the shape of the walls. If you're staying longer than one night, there's a big fridge, freezer, even a toaster and a kettle. AC for the summer months. Each of these rondavels have their own ensuite bathroom, which is nice so that you don't need to walk out in the dark at night. Nice and simple setup. The bathroom on the left, shower on the right. And the most beautiful thing is all the sounds that you hear at night when you're sleeping. At one point I thought there was an animal with us here in the rondavel. My imagination was going a little bit wild. This is the first time that I'm seeing the view since we arrived. Oh, I just have to take a moment. Okay, moving on to the tour. This is the braai, where you can have a fire at night and roast some meat or sausages.
Behind you.
Oh my gosh. I could watch that bird all day. We're gonna be one of those people that stop like every 5 seconds. There's a woodpecker. We weren't sure because we got here when it was so dark, but there is a river right next to our camp. So those noises that I was hearing last night, I think they really were hippos. I just heard a hippo go.
So Malelane is one of the smallest campsites in Kruger, and it's actually one of the closest ones to the Malelane gate, about 3 kilometers away from the gate. So if you're coming quite late in the afternoon or in the evening, just before the closing time at 6, this is one of the best camps to stay at.
Last night we were shining our light up and down these trees to look for any animals, and now I see that they placed a wire around the tree so that maybe leopards can't climb up and jump over into the camp. It's connected to the electric fence. For campers, they have external toilets which are behind me. You can book morning drives, sunset drives or walks at the gate. And behind me are the kitchen facilities in case you don't want to braai but prepare a meal here instead. Here's another little story. Back when I lived in South Africa, we used to have this plant in our garden. And the leaves are very special because they have a velvety feel to them. And back when I was 5, I was obsessed with those fairy stickers. If you're a 90s baby, you might remember. So I would cut out these leaves and try to make it into stickers in my sticker book. This whole camp only has 5 rondavels and then a campsite. There's no shop or restaurant like in some of the bigger camps here in Kruger Park. So if you come here, you have to bring your own food and coal. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss our upcoming videos of South Africa and Zambia. See you soon.